Hi folks, this is just a little small tutorial on how I master tunes. Literally, I would write the tune without the limiter process on at all, apart from the FL limiter that's preset on it. So for FL users, there is a setting that just has the limiter on. Bring the gain down to about -2 dB. Right away, get your mix down right. And once you're happy with the mix down, we'll then go into the Maximus, which is like the harder limiter. So without the limiter, that sounds roughly like that. So yeah, the mix down is pretty much how I want it. So once you've kind of got that roughly the way you want it, the next thing is to add a Maximus onto it. So this is your hard limiter, really. This is the one that is kind of doing the main job of getting rid of the peaks, giving it a bit of extra punch. I tend to use a setting called Clear Master RMS. Now, what this will do automatically, it will make the whole tune a lot louder. Generally, it will make the tune a little bit too loud. So generally, roughly, I tend to go onto the master, take down the post gain by about 2 dB, -2 dB or -1, roughly. We'll go -1 because what it actually does is it brings the volume down, of course, but when the limiter is active, it actually raises the volume. So what you need to do is you actually need to go into your mixer channels where your sounds have been put into, or your buses as well, and just bring the volume down, each one by about 1 dB, maybe 2 dB. So the plan is to try and get it to sound the same as what you had it before the limiter, but with the limiter on it, so you're not changing any artifacts. So if I just take it on and off and show you the difference. So yeah, I want to bring that down. If I put that as 0, it's going to start crunching. Bring the post gain down -2 on this occasion. It distorts when you go over that. So you need to find a sweet spot with your post gain and your pre gain as well, if you need to use that one, and just sort of bring that down a couple 2 dB roughly. And what it will do is it will pretty much sound the same as what you had it. So you're not changing any artifacts or any kind of transients in your tune. It'll just sound how you had it pre-limited, because you've done your mix down as well. So you kind of you don't want to be changing that. So yeah, so that's literally all I do. Sometimes you might want to add an EQ on it. You can change bits of EQ to the Maximus. You've got your low, mid, and high. So we'll just accentuate it slightly, but I tended to keep this the same because I was happy with the mix down anyway. But you can add some low end. Mid as well. I took down the mid a little bit, 3.5. So yeah, you can sort of EQ it slightly as well, just a little bit, just to sort of give it a little bit more boost on certain things, or less gain, or things like that. just so it becomes a lot clearer. So the point is to get clarity with what you're doing and to get the volume at the same time. And there's a one good thing getting volume, but you need to get the clarity. So you need to offset your mixer channels with your mix down, bring those down slightly because your limiter is going to go higher and boost that gain. So you want to offset that and just have a little bit more volume with it. But what it's doing is it's actually getting rid of the peaks at the same time. So if I just quickly go onto that one. So that's what it looks like when it's exported out of FL. The master channel is actually being brought down to -5. So the limiter is not quite trying as hard. And then literally all I do is normalize that to 0.1 and get that to the highest volume without it flipping. So that's the highest it can go. It can go slightly higher, be fine. It's probably 1 point where it's peaking somewhere. So yeah, that's literally how I master is just by doing it that way. So I hope that will help you out. As I say, it's not the way to do it, but it's just the way I do it. But yeah, feel free to give it a try.